Hello everyone, PallyTime here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Kalark and company find themselves nestled away inside of the Elfsong Tavern. Unfortunately, I couldn't bring Astarion over here to play a song without him resetting. I couldn't get the band together, so you're gonna have to deal with just Kalark. I was originally gonna go to sleep, but you guys do not want to miss what's about to happen. Remember, if you enjoy the content, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button. And here we go!
Queen Vlaakith. Skra!
You are Sharlak, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies!
No!
I have only a moment, and you, Sharlak, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true?
No, dude.
Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith?
She's afraid. She knows the end of her reign is near.
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen.
She's so afraid she's offering us anything we want.
Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
Kneel, Lae'zel, to the God Queen's chosen is an extraordinary honor. No! Commander of Dragons, this is your destiny. No! Stand your ground. Do not fall for Vlaakith's lies.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing. You are nothing. The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death.
Is that the best you can come up with?
I will unmake you.
You know, that's really not a threat. If you try to detect Vlaakith's mind, if you try to detect thoughts inside of the Kresh in Act 2, she literally kills you. So that wasn't an empty threat. That's a lot to think about. Oof. Actually, that cutscene right there, that little interaction, was the entire reason I designed Lae'zel the way she is for this playthrough. That was a really gratifying moment. We're gonna go to sleep and think about what we just heard. Oh, can I kill you? Can I kill you right now? Can I kill you right now? Can I kill you this instant? Let me kill you!
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. it's rebelling against Orin and Gortash. Fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Well, we can at least agree on that.
The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber.
Are you taunting me?
Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your
Thought he was gonna touch
company
me.
isn't unwelcome.
Shut the fuck up. Your company is disgusting.
We are more alike than you would like to acknowledge. I am merely further along in my evolution than you. I understand my outer membrane and appendages unnerve you. But despite my exterior, I still feel. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else.
Then who do you think of? All right, fine. I'm intrigued. Tell me.
Duke Stelmane, or Belin, as I knew her. I wasn't ready for her death. You thought you were my first ally. Far from
No.
it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you.
Let's be clear. We don't have a Did you manipulate her like you manipulated me?
I see that you are unable to let that go. But do not forget that I trusted you with my life, as you trusted me with yours. Manipulation or not, we need each other. My relationship with Belin was similar in this regard, though less dramatic. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I concede the plot, but Belin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone.
Drop the axe, Squid. I know you don't have feelings.
And yet, you hurt them. You think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. Belin thought the same at first. You are wrong. Feeling is vital to the pursuit of anyone's goals, even a mind flayer's. Like you, mind flayers know fear. Like you, we crave recognition. But unlike you, unlike the others of my kind, I am no slave to either. My end is and always has been freedom. Belin understood this. Belin became my freedom.
That was insightful. Sorry I was so mean to you. No way. Look, I know you're trying to manipulate me, and it's not working. I know what you are. You're a mind flayer, my arch enemy. I am going to kill you at the first opportunity I get and set my Comet Prince free. Are we absolutely fucking clear?
You would do well to be more like me. Your humanoid tendencies are becoming an encumbrance. Leave me.
He didn't like that last one much, did he? Today, my plan is to go to Sorcerous Sundries, a place that Gale has wanted to go to for quite some time now. Out front, I've never seen this before. These wizards were all casting dancing lights on themselves, almost like they're putting on a show for the Baldur's Gate citizens here. Let's see if we can approach. I don't know what this is.
Great, isn't it? These are just cantrips. I can keep this up all day.
Wow, they're so excited.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, verily, behold and stuff. Just like Astarion the Greater says.
Wow, you guys are really putting on a great show of cantrips here, that's for sure. Oh, it was Blade Ward that time. They're diversifying. They summoned a cat!
Behold, the sacred illuminations of the mysterious ancients. Back off, chop, you're too close. Do you want to lose your eyebrows?
Wait, does Kalark have eyebrows? I suppose he does. I suppose he does. I guess, like normal magic, the weave is outside of the understanding for most common folk, but to us adventurers, this is literally the most mundane magic one could cast. Gale, you might be able to be a street performer if this hero stuff doesn't work out. As we approach Sorcerous Sundries, a guard that seems to be controlled by a mannequin with magical strings is blocking our entry. And an adventurer that we saw a long time ago back in Act 1 is trying to get in.
Let me back in. I'll bring Lorroakan out here, you tin tube. You tell Lorroakan I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please tell me you found it.
I've also never been recognized by this guy. Every other time I've talked to him, he's been like, "Do I know you? I don't recognize you at all." Kalark really left an impression. I found the night song. Turns out it's not a relic, it's an angel. Craziest thing.
Anathema. Hells. If I'd known, I'd have asked for more gold. Kidnapping costs more than theft.
Oh.
Don't forget, I'm the one who gave you that contract. I want my cut.
Oh. Well. She's immortal and tough. You could forget about turning her in for a reward. I like the first option, too. If you want to bring her in, she's in my camp. I imagine she wouldn't like that very much, though.
Immortal, eh? Interesting. Won't be easy getting her back to the wizard. But if you don't do it, someone else will. Hope you hit her well, mate.
Oh, is he going to look for her right now? Wow, he doesn't give up, does he? Except for the fact that he gave up with some goblins and gave the quest to me instead. That's kind of weird. Sorcerous Sundries has everything an aspiring wizard could want to have, but there's also something I've been wanting to get my hands on with Kalark. I think this might be the guy that sells it.
Welcome, dear patron, to Sorcerous Sundries. I am an unperson in service of the revered wizard Lorroakan, proprietor of this fine establishment. To browse our wares, say trade. To provide information about the night song, say night song. If you are a city official here to collect dues, say taxes. For all other inquiries, say other.
Wait. Taxes?
You are not Mr. Marvin Hudd, the collections officer assigned to this establishment.
Oh, my bad, man, my bad.
Retraction acknowledged.
Sorry about that.
How else can I help you today?
Trade, please.
Enjoy our unmatched selection.
Oh, well, thank you, my good man. As you can see here, there are a lot of spells for us to pick from. I actually wanted to get my hands on this scroll this very day. That's convenient. There's a lot more here to choose from, too. He also sells a hat that is very, very cool. Ups your charisma by 2, and unlike almost every other item in the game, allows you to exceed the cap of 20. So let's not forget, we have a bard in our party who scales with charisma. We have a paladin in our party that scales with charisma with the blade of Pact of the Blade. So this would be fantastic. I'm going to grab that mostly for Lae'zel, I think. And the last thing that I was after are the Vest of Soul Rejuvenation. This is going to be Kalark's new chess piece. Whenever I succeed a saving throw, I'm going to be healed for a 1d4, and the wearer can use a reaction to make unarmed attacks against any attacker that misses Kalark. I already have a 19 AC. If I get this and put it on, that'll give me 2 more AC with the bonus, which makes enemies even more likely to miss. Let's not forget, we already have a great item to combo with this, the Cloak of Displacement. At the beginning of our turn, everyone who tries to attack Kalark is going to have disadvantage. And if they're in melee range, they're at least going to get punched once. We'll go ahead and, God, that's 5,000 gold for all of this? I might as well poke around a little bit more. The Ring of Regeneration used to belong to Roland. Interesting. Roland never left Act 1 in my game, I believe. I'm surprised that's here. We can make this work with certain builds. If you're using Kaga's necklace, that's not a bad thing to combo with it because it'll keep the poison on it active all the time. Something to think about.
Please come again soon.
Yes. Now, let's see if I can get some of that money back. We are going to select Lae'zel. With her 17 charisma. Oh, I gave her alert as her feat, right? So she would never get 22 charisma, but that's okay. Let's take off her hat. That does give her better critical hit chance, which is really good, don't get me wrong. But look at her now. Oh, yes. That does bring my charisma up to 19. Let's see if we can collect some taxes.
Welcome, dear. I am an unper to browse. If you are a city official here to collect dues, you are not Mr. Marvin Hudd, the collections officer assigned to this establishment.
Correct. But trust me, your taxes will be put to better use in my hands. I don't think that's going to work. And I also don't think intimidating an illusion is gonna work. Oh god, all of this is gonna be hard. Let's try persuasion. I'll put your taxes to good use. We need to roll a 20. We have bardic inspiration with us as well. Let's see if we can do it. We have a 9 by default. We've rolled an 11. That could do it. And it does.
Logic detected.
Oh.
Petition approved. Enjoy.
Thank you. How
What
much
else can I help you today?
How much did I get out of that? More taxes, please. No. Did it not say? Did it go into Lae'zel's bag? Because 25 whole gold. That entire setup I did was worth pennies.
These things have stayed interesting.
Okay, before we get too much further into this place, this is going to be the main focus of our episode, but just across the street is another vendor that I need to pay attention to. These are the dwarves that we rescued in the Underdark. This is their apothecary shop. And if you help them out, they set up shop here in the city.
Not like that.
It's you. I never forget a face. Noble stock is why the customers came. We were out in our arses soon enough without it. Too bad my worthless fella couldn't get one simple thing right in his life.
You know what's kind of funny? I gave them the noble stock and then I pickpocketed it back. So I guess they're acting like they don't have it, even though they did act like they had it. Here you go.
Gee, thanks. Looks like you grew a conscience after all. This'll help. I'll be able to propagate a fair few from this one too. Come back another day and I may have some for you. At a fair price.
Oh, at a fair price, of course. Of course. I'd like to trade.
Go on then.
To my knowledge, this is the only person in the city that sells the potions that we are going to need. Oh, God. Okay, she's not selling them today, though. We have 10 more elixirs of Hill Giant Strength, to my knowledge. Yes, 10 more right now. So that means I could rest 10 more times before the end of the act. Okay. All right. Well, maybe when we check back in a few days, she'll have some more to offer. I'm heading back inside. There is a book, like a librarian. I was going to say book merchant, but a librarian in the back of Sorcerous Sundries that Gale was very interested in speaking to.
Literature department. Can I help you?
Yes? A quiet haven surrounded by books. I could get used to this, Gale says.
Psst. These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence.
A quiet haven surrounded by books. I could get used to this.
Wouldn't trade it for the world. So I wouldn't. Anything I can help you with?
I hope so. I'm trying to find a particular Netherese crown. Have you anything on that subject? No reason. There's definitely not an elder brain around here.
Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Lorroakan was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand.
In his tower, really?
They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiat Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you?
I'm after the Annals of Karsus, right? Isn't that what I'm here for?
It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra, failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
The Annals of Karsus. Where better to learn the secrets of the crown than in the writings of the one who might have forged it?
Sounds perfect. How much would that be for me to buy it from you?
Buy? Books as temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault, where none can harm them, nor can they do any harm. Consider yourself lucky to have learned of such a book's existence, and then forget about it. The Annals of Karsus are best left unread.
Surely there's some amount of gold that we could give you. I really need this book. Please don't be ridiculous. Oh, wizard persuasion. Isn't it your job to share knowledge, not keep it locked away? At least tell me where the vault is. Oh, then she has to know if the book goes missing that we were the one that did it. No, we can find the vault on our own. Thank you. I've learned more than enough, thank you.
You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tones is enough to stimulate most.
So we'll keep that in the back of our mind. But I think first, we should probably head up to the top floor and inquire about this night song business. Because we were originally told that the night song was an artifact. We later found out it was an angel being held captive by a necromancer.
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs. If you have information about the night song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard Lorroakan's time, reconsider. Let your knowledge determine your path forward.
Let my knowledge determine my path forward. 4 portals just opened in front of us. Plaques placed next to the portals.
Song is a druidic staff that allows its bearer command over an army of ancient beasts.
Well, we know that's not true. Was that what I clicked on?
The night song is a druidic staff.
Okay, that plaque isn't working next to it.
Command over an army of ancient beasts.
That plaque's not working?
The night song is an immortal being.
It's that one! We're going through that portal. We cracked the code. I didn't do this in the Zen playthrough, by the way. So if that's the only Baldur's Gate run you've seen, this will be new to you.
Hold very still, Nicklaw. Craig's aim is much improved, but still leaves something up to chance.
Yes, sir.
All right, Crank. Ready? Aim. We have a visitor. At ease. Nicklaw,
He looks so happy. He's like, yes, I'm not going to be shot in the face. Yes.
I see no night song. Surely you wouldn't have entered my tower without the night song in hand? Surely you wouldn't have wasted my time?
You need to choose your words a little more carefully, my friend. Not quite the enthusiastic welcome I was hoping for.
You'll have more gratitude than you know how to count once the night song is in my hands. Do you have it or not?
Well, she isn't an it, for one.
She? Then you do know her. You've been to Shah's temple, to the Shadowfell. You've looked upon the night song's face. Tell me, and choose your next words carefully. Where is she now?
You know, I find it interesting that he knew exactly where the night song was, but didn't provide any of that information to the would-be mercenaries he was hiring to go get her. Perhaps if word got out of her location, Ketherick could have just moved her to a new spot. I mean, let's be honest, the Char trial was already pretty obscure. Difficult to get in there. I actually don't want to do any of these deceptions. I'm going to say be careful what you wish for, wizard. She will eat you alive. Even Kalark is not foolish enough to trifle with Dame Aylin, dude.
I'm growing tired of this repartee, my friend. Let us cut to the chase.
What is that?
Beautiful, isn't it? Worth more than your life, too. I bought it from a Kalashite warlock. There's very little of his soul left to him. It can bind a celestial to the wearer's service with a snap of the fingers. And this can keep her in place. Forever.
I will consider your request, wizard. Thank you.
You aren't the only one who knows what's on offer for the Night Song's retrieval. Consider carefully whether you'd like to see your fortune in someone else's hands. Someone who might slip into your camp at any moment, or harry you through street and inn until you're run ragged and surrender. The choice is yours.
Is that a threat?
Fortune? Or imminent death? I know you'll choose wisely.
I wonder if you go to sleep here, if that adventurer literally finds Dame Aylin back at your camp. Okay, well, we're gonna let her know that this wizard has a few plans for her. And I don't think she's gonna like that at all.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you?
A wizard called Lorroakan is looking for you, Dame Aylin.
Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aylin?
He put a bounty out for your capture, and now there is a violent mercenary roaming the streets looking for you, and that part might be my fault, but I'm not going to tell her that.
Let them come, and let them find me. Dame Aylin will strike down any who seek to bring her to harm's home. Yet, it is better to cut off the head of the snake than to let its slithering snakeling swarm us unabated. This wizard must be held to account. I will wring his neck
until he's dead.
Well, let's take him down together.
Oh, his end will be one more strand in the great braid of our friendship.
That's such a
I'm
cool
coming with you.
saying.
I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts, all the sooner to be reunited.
She's such a romantic,
I won't let you
dude.
go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore.
Very swift. I don't think
witness
anything will go wrong.
right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me.
Now, with that knowledge in hand, the night song is going, I wish I could fly like that, dude. Come on. Could you imagine Kalark with wings? Dame Aylin, that wasn't the door. Selûne works in mysterious ways.
What have we here? A magician in a tower.
She's speaking with her mind.
Frightening world. What are you so scared of, Magus? Not the night song, surely. Why, she's nothing but a relic to be purchased and pursued.
At last. There you are, my dear.
You will address me with due deference. I am Dame Aylin.
His tone changed a lot, huh?
Whelp without honor, without pride, with nothing but a tower full of trinkets.
Oh, my apologies, Dame Aylin. I meant no disrespect. I asked our mutual friend here to make an introduction that I might get to meet the famed daughter of Selûne. Forgive me for that impudence. Perhaps our friend can bridge the gap and do what I believe they came here to do?
Yes. I came here to kill you.
My steel-hearted friend speaks true. Give me one good reason, Magus, why I should not strike you down where you stand.
Dame Aylin, I have discovered a device that would allow your immortality to be shared. It would cause you no harm, no pain of any kind. You serve your mother, Selûne, I believe. She who has blessed our realm with so many gifts. Honor her by sharing yours.
You dare to threaten me with the same magic that held me in torment for 100 years? You do not seek to share my gifts. You seek to poach them.
I had hoped to appeal to your better nature. Perhaps I overestimated you. No bother. I have an arsenal of implements capable of convincing you to see reason.
Do you now? It is kind of funny that he says she will... I'll share your immortality with no harm being done to you. But he literally just showed us the prison she would be in for all of eternity. Yeah, that sounds a little harmful. You know, that might mess up your mental health, at the very least. It's over for you, wizard. You cannot overpower the both of us.
A pity you didn't prove a more reliable ally. You could have reaped the rewards of my good favor. I'd hoped you to keep an open mind, but it seems you're determined to make this as difficult as possible. I have great plans for you, Dame Aylin. And if you will not go quietly, then you'll go kicking and screaming.
Magicians and their plans for Dame Aylin. Predictable, sadistic, flaccid.
Flaccid?
Myrmidons! Imperatum!
And it looks like the fight is underway. Kalark up pretty early in the turn order, but one of the fire myrmidons, one of the elementals that the wizard has summoned, runs towards our party and does an AoE in front of us. Now, how do we want to handle this? We could try to take down the elementals with Kalark and Lae'zel. God damn it. Drink my potion. Bind my weapon. Can only be cast outside of combat. Fantastic. Fantastic. I kind of love the idea of command grovel on the wizard. It's only a 25% chance of working. Affected additional target per level. Oh, if I upcast it, I can get it on his friend too. High chance of that working. We could potentially crowd control the 3 enemies next to Dame Aylin with a single cast. Cutting words to help it. Lorroakan still saved, but his 2 nearest allies did not. With that, Lae'zel's going to rush forward, take the attack of opportunity for 11 damage, and position herself in the middle of the room. I'm a little upset that I forgot to do my daily chores when I woke up today, but that's my bad. I'll take that one on the chin. Kalark used his main action to drink a potion. Actually, it was a bonus action to drink a potion. So what I am going to do is, if I run towards the wizard, there's a very good chance he retaliates with big damage. I wonder if he could do that while he's knocked down, though. We're going to approach and try a toppling attack. Beautiful, knocking him prone. I give him a swift punch to the face, and then did I kill him in one turn? And all right, we did all right. He's dead, Dame Aylin. We did it. I'm kind of surprised his elementals didn't get taken away at the same time. We will try an instinctive charm on the first elemental hitting us. It did not work to my knowledge. We do have planar binding on our bard. I think we can take over one of these elementals and have them fight on our side. The air myrmidon, who was running up towards Gale, is now an ally thanks to Astarion. Cutting words as an explosive icicle flies towards Gale. It crits for 30 damage, and Gale has fallen down already. We also see that water myrmidon flying over to the other side of the room as Dame Aylin begins to cut into the assistant of this vile wizard. Gale spends his turn on the ground as the Earth Myrmidon moves past Dame Aylin only to receive an attack of opportunity. Transmuted to steel, is that like bark skin, but better? We see Astarion take big damage from the back as the Fire Myrmidon then moves away to the worst spot that he could be. A toppling attack from Kalark connects but does not knock him down. He tries again, connecting but once again not incapacitating the target. A stunning strike does do the job, and then we are going to see Kalark move forward towards the other Myrmidon to cast yet another stunning strike, incapacitating both elementals in the middle of the room. Now Lae'zel moves up to crank the disembodied armor that the wizard was using as an assistant. That was the friendly air myrmidon attacking the other. Attack of opportunity as the armor moves away from Lae'zel, but unfortunately still not connecting. Hamstring shot is going to stop Lae'zel from moving, and that follow-up ranged attack does not quite connect. We are going to bonus action get Gale up. Can I plan our binding again? Oh, it's one or the other. Oh, because it's concentration. That makes perfect sense. We'll take over the water one and focus down the air one. It's higher health anyway, and it goes next in the turn order. Oh, and it froze the other one. So every elemental is crowd controlled except for the one that's working for us. Dame Aylin literally smites the other two out of existence as we see Gale reposition in the back of the room. Kalark moves forward towards the air myrmidon. Deals damage with that. Look how much damage that was. Oh my god. And then follows that up. Now here's the cheeky thing we can do. We can attack an ally even though it's friendly. The Air Myrmidon will not make it to the end of this turn. Actually, it looks like whatever we were using to bind it just fell off. We'll Eldritch Blast the rest of that health away and then focus our efforts. I am kind of confused why this armor is still controlled if the wizard itself that was controlling it has been taken care of. We will fire off our crossbow shots after approaching a little bit more. See if our accuracy is better than the armor's. Dame Aylin moves in. That moonbeam also dealing damage around her. And she cleared out the room pretty fast.
Lorroakan, you who would see me caged. You who would purchase my submission with profane gold. Let every wicked magus, every vile murtherer, each slaver and misery merchant see. Dame Aylin is watching. She is indomitable. And when her face lights the shadows of your wrongdoing, you are broken by beauty.
Oh, God. Even Kalark was a little freaked out there. Dame Aylin?
The firehead fool is dead. Yet as I stare upon his corpse, I feel sadness. Why?
I have no idea. Because you won't get to kill him again? I don't know. What kind of sadness is it?
A gripping in the chest. As though I'd lost someone. Something. Paladin's fatigue, no doubt.
Huh.
You were excellent in battle. As is your way.
Thank you. Wow.
And I am proud to fight at your side.
Oh, thank you for noticing.
I will catch my breath. Then to camp I will bring my bones. Moon Maiden be with you.
Why is she upset? I've seen this fight play out twice now. And she kind of usually just stomps the guy into the floor, right? Lorroakan on his body has the Shelter of Athkatla. Spell resistance. You have advantage on spell saving throws against spells. Also gives the Mirror Image ability. We're going to send that to Gale. He has the Despair of Athkatla. You gain +1 bonus on spell save DCs and spell attack rolls. We'll send that over to Gale as well. Now, this fight isn't all that there is to do here. In fact, that book that the librarian hinted at earlier might be accessible from this very room, if you know where to look. There is a small jumping puzzle that our adventurers can take to descend beneath this platform. But we will save that for next episode because it is a massive, sprawling area with a ton of puzzles and a bunch of cool things to find. As always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Dame Aylin was back in action, and it's always such a sight to see. We'll explore this place more in the next episode. I'll see you guys tomorrow.